All right, welcome back to another episode where I'll be doing a review on RealT and where I actually bought my very first fractional tokenized real estate. Right, so having said that, let's get to it. Okay, so RealT, and I've got to be really honest here, I am not a property expert by any stretch of the imagination. As mentioned, this is actually my first fractional tokenized real estate that I've bought, and I'm more a stock market guy. I'm more a crypto guy, commodities like oil, gold, silver, and platinum. But yeah, property is heavily lacking in my portfolio. Now, before we get into a little bit of a background of RealT, who they are, what they do, I think just a quick overview of what is fractional real estate, particularly tokenized real estate. You don't tokenize the physical asset itself, this being the house. Currently, legally, it's impossible to directly ascertain real estate ownership through tokenization. So how this would work now is RealT would go out, they would go and buy a property, and then they would convert that property into a company, like an LLC. In the US, they're called like a limited liability company. I'm in South Africa, so we call it a PTY, limited company. So they take that house and they convert it into an actual company. And I want to give you pretty much an example of this. Right, so this is one of the tokenized real estate assets that I ended up buying, but this entire name here is actually a LLC company. Okay, and if we click on here, you can see that entire house, being now a company, is tokenized, and you can see that there's one holder, and that one holder is actually the company itself. And then of course this is all divisible into how many shares they split that into as fractionals shares for buyers to come into, and the quantity here is about 13,500, and that is really the only way you can fractionalize and also tokenize real estate. So if we just go back to their website now, there's a couple of criteria that I look for in terms of investing. One of them has to be okay, where is this company situated? What rules are they abiding to? Now, this particular company, RealT, is actually situated in the US. Now, that is quite a good sign because, you know, the SEC has quite a mature securities regulation. They've got US in total really has quite a mature legal system. So that lowers my risk in terms of investing with this type of company, because I know if this company just had to lose its mind and decide to be a bad actor and go completely rogue and just literally just fuck shit up, I've got legal recourse. I can go through the US system that is well defined, well regulated on a particular asset, and try and get my money back. The second thing that has got to tick off on my box is actually the team. Who are the people that I'm going to be dealing with? Okay, and straight off the bat, what I really like about their website, particularly with their team, there's quite a nice team backing this company that's driving this company. And I want to focus on three gentlemen. One of them is Remy, and the other one is Jean-Marc. And then the third one, which we'll get to, is this character here, Joseph Hernandez. Actually quite an impressive guy here. But if we just go up here, so Remy is co-founder. These two are the co-founders. And as you can see here, Remy has quite a extensive expertise when it comes to real estate. Pretty much been in it since like 1999. I mean, so this guy knows the market really well. So what actually really impressed me also about Remy is the fact that he has experience in setting up security token structures. Then I've got Jean-Marc, and he's obviously French. Now, I don't know if he's based in Europe or Canada or actually in the US, but needless to say, he brings over about 25 years of financial pedigree to the table. And again, he's also, he's been in real estate itself for a number of years. Again, also this comes with really great pedigree, but I was really impressed with this guy here. If I just go down, this Joseph Hernandez, who is the real estate legal counsel. So I'll just go down here, and this is pretty much what he had to say. So Joe is the chief of our real estate practice group. So Joe's transactional real estate and corporate experience spans over 30 years from his prior career as a real estate and corporate banker throughout his legal career. So again, I'm dealing with people that know the laws in terms of real estate. So such a good green tick in my box here. And, I'm dealing with experts. That's as I mentioned, I don't know property. I'm not an expert at property, but I sure as hell want to deal with people that are complete experts in their actual respective fields. And this is really what I've gotten. In terms of like my experience, because I was watching this company for a couple of months, I was watching, how they interacted with potential investors and also the investors on Telegram. So they've got a Telegram group called RealT. And overall, the impression that I've gotten through my entire experience with buying tokenized real estate from this company and the way they've interacted with their investors and potential investors has been really professional. And you can see that for yourself. If you don't trust my words, please just go onto Telegram, go have a look at RealT, and you're going to see the level of professionalism. And you'll find that Remy and Jean-Marc are pretty much active in that group. They're not afraid to answer questions, and they do everything really with politeness, from that aspect. Look, overall, the impression that I've got is like service with a smile. To be honest with you, and it's like a smile like this, dude. It's just like that satisfaction smile. That's the impression that I've really gotten with my experience with RealT. All right, so the third thing that I needed to have a look at, right, their private placement memorandum, the PPM. Now, a company doesn't really have to put this up here at all, actually, but they did. And that to me spoke huge volumes, because this is a company that wants to actually be very transparent. And what you'll find in this private placement memorandum is pretty much all the laws and regulations that they are subject to. Also, what was quite crucial is the disclosure in terms of the risk factors itself. And this is quite a rarity, because again, when I was doing my homework in terms of their competitors, no one is given this information. None of their competitors are given this type of transparency at all. And I like seeing stuff like this. I like seeing companies that are holding themselves accountable in terms of knowing what the laws are and that regulate them, but also, being transparent with potential investors. Guys, listen, we've got a fantastic opportunity. We've got a fantastic platform, fantastic products and services, but please also understand there is some risk involved in this, and ultimately it's up to you how comfortable you are with these type of risks. And it's quite extensive, but it's not completely exhaustive, if I can put it that way. Okay, so hence why you can see why I wanted to deal with this particular company, because at the end of the day, I want to do business with the right people, with experts that are transparent, that are open, that are not playing in gray areas and trying to be cute with what securities are. So let's just quickly have a look at the liquidity side of things. And as you can see, so can I sell my tokens? Yes, you can sell your tokens in those different ways. So RealT, you can sell back to them. They can obviously buy from you, and they will then reinvest it on, or resell it on the website itself. Then you got LevinSwap, Uniswap, Swapcats, and AirSwap. You got to remember, when dealing with the secondary market, you're subject to supply and demand. So you might have bought a property, let's say about $55 US. You're not necessarily going to get that money back at $55 US. Now, obviously, you can put the price back up. You can sell it at 55 or 60 US. But as mentioned, you're not necessarily going to get that money back. You might sell it at a loss at about 40 US. That is the nature of the secondary market. But hey, you might actually get it at 100 US, and you've scored really nicely there. Okay, so this is the property that I bought here, is the Los Shakers in Florida. Now, I looked at this and I thought, okay, cool. This is pretty much, it's my first little tokenized real estate. Let me buy into it. I had a look at it. It looks really pretty. It's actually really cute. Okay, so let me just add this to the cart. We're going to buy a tokenized real estate. I'm actually quite excited. Cool, so that's in the cart. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Okay, so that's how much I've got to pay. And we can proceed to check out. Okay, so I just got to fill in my details and then have a look, am I going to be paying via cryptocurrencies? Do I want to pay with a stable coin like USDC? Or do I want to look at paying with my Visa or MasterCard? Okay, so now that I've bought the actual units, you will actually get an email and you'll see that it is an offer to purchase. So you're going to require your signature. So this is just their standard agreement with regards to their offer to purchase, and pretty much everything about how the company operates, how the risks are involved, the legislations, everything, how the actual property ownership works, the maintenance, all of that stuff is all taken care of in this actual document. So it is quite a lengthy read, but I'm not going to go through the entire thing itself. But of course, the most important bit is that they are going to request my signature. So I'll just click here, okay, and I'm going to fill in my signature, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, and the last thing, just quickly, just ticking off the boxes. I'll see I've missed something here. Just click that. All right, off we go. Let's secure this little puppy. Okay, so now that I've signed, and that's the rights of ownership over to myself. And as you can see, it is pending dispense. Okay, then you will get another email, which will pretty much say you have successfully signed your document. And then you can get just a copy of that. So just view as document, you'll click that. And then, yeah, you just save that into your folder. And there we go. It is completed. That's it. That's how easy and transparent tokenization and game-changing fractional tokenization really is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've had a really great experience with RealT. I actually thought this was a really fun process that I went through. This, come on, man, like little old me in South Africa buying a little piece of Florida. Why not? So yeah, just have a look into it if this is something that you want to get into, particularly growing a portfolio property. But it just shows, you've really got to deal with actual experts in this industry that know what they're doing, and just deal with companies that are going to be super transparent, easy to work with, and make the entire process as simple as that. This is what tokenization is and how it works. It's that simple. All right, guys, this is Chris Trade. Peace.